This week I'm in Japan and I'm visiting a lot of historical places. Come with me and I will show you some temples, castles, and museums.
Good morning. I am in the Tokyo Metro and I am on my way to Asakusa. Asakusa is a district in Tokyo and we're going to see some temples over there. In Tokyo alone there are over 2,000 temples and shrines, so it is impossible to see them all in such a short visit. So we're just going to see two of the most popular ones in the Asakusa district. See you later! We arrived in Asakusa and we are going to the Sensoji district gate and we're on our way to see the two temples. Let's go!
For many centuries, Shinto and Buddhist faiths have coexisted in Japan. Their representative buildings are Buddhist temples and Shinto shrines, and you will often find them close by.
I am at the entrance of the Asakusa complex. This is the main door and we're about to go inside and see the temple and the shrine. So here behind me I have the Sensoji Temple, the oldest Buddhist temple in Japan. People from all over Japan and all over the world come here every year to visit this very important temple. Getting to get my fortune, put 100 yen, then take. Oh, sorry, I forgot I had to think about my wish. Okay, I thought about my wish now. And get in the stick. This is my little symbol that I have to look up in the drawers behind me. And my fortune is written in English. And it says regular fortune. There is like a kind of a riddle that I'm going to read. It is almost impossible to cross a river too wide. Waves are hard all over the river. You can't get to the other shore without a boat. But if you get a chance to cross the river when waves are calmed down, you can get a powerful means to pick up a giant fish. Which I'm not too sure what it means, but at the end it says that my request will be granted. So because my request will be granted, I'm gonna keep this in my pocket and I just need to be patient and my wish will be granted. So behind me we have the Asakusa Shrine. The Asakusa Shrine is also known as the Shrine of the Three Gods. This is because it is in honor to the three men who founded the ancient Buddhist temple that we have just seen, which is the Sensoji Buddhist Temple. Unlike the Sensoji Temple, the Asakusa Shrine survived the bombings in Tokyo in 1945 during World War II. One of the places that you need to visit while in Kyoto is the FushimiInari complex. It has a shrine which is right here. The complex is much bigger. While you're here, hike to the top of the mountain. The way is full of toris, which are wooden structures that resemble a door, and you have to go, when you go all the way up, you'll go through over 1,000 wooden toris. It's really beautiful. Now, come here very early in the morning because as you can see, this is really packed with people, and if you want very good photos or photos by yourself with the toris, you really need to come like at 7 a.m. in the morning. Okay, let's go to our next spot. Right now we're hiking up Mount Inari, and one of the characteristics of this little hike is that the way is full of toris, and tori means gate, and these are normally entrances to religious buildings such as temples or shrines.
FushimiInari is the most important Shinto shrine that is dedicated to Inari, the god of rice. The messengers of Inari are meant to be foxes, so you will see a lot of statues representing this animal. The torii gates along the entire trail are donations by individuals and companies, and you will find the donator's name and the date of the donation inscribed on the back of each gate. The cost starts at around 400,000 yen for a small-sized gate and increases to over 1 million yen for a large gate.
Temple behind me is the Golden Pavilion and is made out with gold foil. It has 3 floors, first, second and third, and only the second and the third are covered in this gold foil. The Golden Pavilion is also known as Kinkaku in Japanese, and it is a Buddhist temple and it contains the relics of Buddha. This area is indeed beautiful, not only because of the temple, but also because of the garden that surrounds it. And if you go to specific spots in this area, you can see that there is a lake, and the reflection of this temple on the lake is just beautiful.
This temple was originally built in the late 13th century as a private villa. Soon after, a military leader named Yoshimitsu purchased it. When he died, it was in his will that the villa will be turned into a temple.
Right here behind me we can see the Osaka Castle, one of the top tourist destinations here in Osaka.
This castle was built in the 15th century and it took 14 years to complete. The castle has been destroyed many times throughout history, including during World War II. What you see today is a reproduction of the original castle with a museum inside it.
Good morning. So it's day 6 in Japan, and today we're doing a day trip to Hiroshima.
Japan also played an important part in world history during World War II. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki pushed Japan into surrender at a very high cost.
Hi again. So we have just finished visiting the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, which is right behind me. So all this area is a park with several monuments and a museum that explains what happened to Hiroshima in 1945 when the atomic bomb was dropped. It is a very intense experience, but it gives you a very realistic feeling of what happened here and what happened to the people who were here in the city at the time of the bombing. And I highly recommend it if you're interested in learning a bit more about world history.
Thanks for coming with me. See you next time for more of Japan.